Okay. So what I'm talking about is we're just going to isolate the Fook Sao, right? We're talking about Chi Sao, rolling, 8 count, whatever. We're just going to isolate the Fook Sao right now. A lot of systems in Wing Chun do the Fook Sao differently. Okay, I'm not going to say who does it right or wrong, but what I will say is what we use it for, how we use it. Okay? Some other systems don't even know what it's for. But as we roll it, so the Fook has to have control because the Fook means control. The elbow in, so the Fook Sao teaches us to keep the elbow in, meaning close to the center. Keep your elbow far away from your body, about 1.5 fists at least away from your body, the trunk of your body, but as close to the center as possible, right? Now, if my elbow occupies the center, and I have forward intent from my elbow and from my wrist, right? Don't bring my elbow back, right? So as he punches, it leaves a subtle path slightly away from me, right? So I can capitalize on that because when he crosses his arms, he gives me his blind side, right? Now, if I don't have a proper Fook, meaning if my elbow's not in, he has a straight path to me. Punch, right? So I want to get rid of this path, put an object there, which is my elbow, and because of my position, it leaves a subtle path away from me. It makes him cross his own arms, right? Strike, right? It makes him cross his own arms, creating an opening for me. So when we roll in Chi Sao, we're gonna, before we start doing techniques, we're gonna just isolate the Fook Sao, meaning pay attention to your Fook Sao, right? If also, because my elbow's in the center, and I'm pushing forward when he punches, if I didn't, right, and he punches, I would have to push to the side, which also gives him my blind side, right? So I don't want to push to the side, right? Also, if I did this, I don't have a jot anymore, right? Jot is the jerky, right, motion. Because I have a Fook, that means I have a jot. If I waste the motion of the Fook and just do this, I have no jot. And I have to push past my center to deal with anything coming. Those are all wrong things to do, and those are all things you can capitalize on. Now, keep the elbow in the middle, occupy the center. If he punches forward, he goes to the side, right? His punch suddenly goes off to the side. So now in this drill, we're gonna isolate only the Fook. You're gonna try and strike my middle gate, my upper gate, and maybe even get through and grab the back of my neck. All right? Okay? So you here with the Fook Tan Sao hand. Good. Again. The middle gate, upper gate, go. At your discretion.
Can I interject something
yes.
here? 1 second. You see everybody on YouTube doing videos like this, with their hands like this. Fook means to control in Cantonese. I'm not controlling if I do this. Plus, they use the Fook Sao with the hand parallel to the floor, so there's a straight line to my body, strike. But if I do the Fook this way, it goes away. I don't have to do anything. So what I do when I do Chi Sao with other people who do the Fook like that, I strike, and I know they have to jut, so I can go down, right? Whereas if you have a good Fook, you can't, you see? You don't have to do anything. If you have your hand here, you have to strike. I can go around and do something. So Fook means to control. It's patterned after a fox's paw. The character for Fook depicts a man standing over a dog. So if you see any pictures of making dogs, the paws are like this, not like that. So this, floppy hands like this, I don't teach you guys to do this floppy stuff. I have a really good Fook. It's like, see, when Rahsun did that Fook, it came right through, so you have a good Fook. If you had a good Fook, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay. All right. And to keep a good Fook, keep energy from the wrist and the elbow. So you reach in and try to tag, right? From the wrist, I'm controlling. Tag middle, low, high, whatever, right? Grab the back of my neck if you want, right? So it's still, right? I have to focus on this Fook Sao, right? Make sure that it's there. Okay? At your discretion, right? Good. Right? There you go. Upper gate. Good. Grab the back of my neck if you can, right? So I want to control this from the Fook. Don't let your elbow come close to your body. You got no leverage. Keep this distance, right? From here, good hand, right? Good. Don't push to the side, just forward energy. Good man. Right? Good. From the wrist to the elbow. If I get too close, step back. Right? That's it. Right? Don't let your elbow come in. If you get too close and you grab my neck, I just step back. Right? That's it. Don't do this though. Don't let your hand come in, your elbow come in so we can grab you. I'm not going to have the leverage to let him go. Right? So he grabs back my neck. Don't let him. Right? Don't let him. Keep this here. Right? Now push forward, not to the side. If I push forward, he goes to the side. Right? And then you can capitalize on that. So, run drills on your own where you only focus on the Fook Sao, right? And I try here, or I try up here, or I try to get in here. Good. And then we'll do the Fook and the time. Same hand, watch. Here, now, time. Time. Good. Right? So from here, inside my arm, attack inside. Now come around outside. Good. That's why time. We'll work on that next, right? But from the Fook, go inside and outside. And time. I don't want you to Fook, bring your hand in and try to come out for the time. You push it out for the Fook, and if he comes around for the time, you push it outside. Fook, you come out for the time, I push out for the time. But we'll work on that later. Again, focus on the Fook Sao, on each thing. Right? So one thing, focus on the Fook, right? Keep control, have your opponent trying to strike the middle gate, the upper gate, trying to penetrate your gate, right? And you control it with the Fook. Fook Sao means control. You don't have control of that, you got control of that. Right? So you must have control of the thing you have control of. Right? One arm chest out, or right? Or double arm. Doesn't matter. Make sure that you occupy the center. You have control of this work here.